Well, welcome back to Master English with Mr. Ivan. And in this time, we are going to the next skill. That is skill 16. Okay, invert the subject and a verb with place expression. Okay, last time only invert the subject and a verb in equation, and this time there is place expression, so you have to focus in skill 13 in invert and place expression. Okay, after add this expression place the subject and the verb sentence in verb in English. This can happen with single word expression place, such as he, there, here, there, and nowhere. Okay, and if there is a lot of this, just one. Okay, this is the example. Yeah, we put this one first. For example, here and directly verb. Here is the book that you lend me. So that's it's here is the subject, is still had verb. Yeah, it is expressions placed, and this is the subject. We put the subject after be, after verb. Okay, is different if there is no here. The book that you lent me yesterday, for example. Yeah, but if there is expression place, we put expression place first and a be and the subject. So we put subject here. Okay, focus here. And for example, there are the guests. Why they use are? Because the guest is plural. That I thought I lost. Nowhere have I seen such as beautiful weather. We put her first have and the subject. Okay. In the first example, the place where here caused the subject book to come after the verb is. In the second example, the place where there causes the subject is to become to after are. And the last example, the place where nowhere caused the subject I to come after the verb have. The subject and the verb can also be inferred after prepositional place expressions placed. Okay, prepositional process expressions placed. So you have to learn what is process expression place. Yeah, for example, this one in the closet. Okay, in the closet, we are the clothes that you want. Why are? Because this one the subject clothes. So we put first the verb. Okay, around the corner is some house. Beyond the mountains lies the town where you will live. Okay, look at this one. It is important and a bit difficult. Okay, to understand the subject and the verb will invert after place expressions at the beginning of a sentence only when the place expression is necessary to complete the sentence. Study the following example. Okay, so focus in this time. Okay, in this skill, because when we do invert and when we do not do invert, like this. Okay, so will invert after place at the beginning of sentence only when the place expression is necessary. So if it is not necessary, we don't need it. It's better if we don't invert, don't invert that sentence to complete the sentence. For example, in the forest are many exotic birds. Okay, we need where there are many exotic birds in the forest, we need it so that we make it invert verb first and subject. But in this situation, in the forest, I walk for many hours. Actually, we don't need it in the forest. It can be the good sentence. I walk for many hours. It can stand by itself. Okay. For example, in the first example, the subject first and the verb are inverted because the place expression in the forest are needed to complete the idea many exotic birds are. In the second example, the subject I and the verb work are not inverted because the idea I work for many hours is complete without the place expression in the forest. The place expression is therefore not needed to complete the sentence. Okay, understand? Yeah. Well, back to the example. On the second level of the parking lot, okay, it's not the subject. Yeah, we learn back to skill 2. Okay, object of preposition. So we need here verb, directly verb, yeah, directly verb and subject, like this, directly verb and subject. Okay, directly verb, empty is not the subject, directly verb, okay, but it's not the subject. It's directly subject and this one verb. Directly verb is the subject because it's noun, it's adjective can't be subject. It means that the right answer is D. Look at the conclusion here. Invert subject and a verb with place expression. There are two ways where we can invert, where we can't invert. When a place expression at the front of the sentence is necessary to complete the sentence, the subject and the verb that follow are inferred. In the classroom, where some old desks, there were some old desks were in the classroom, so we need it necessary. Yeah. So we put verb, subject. When a place expression at the front of a sentence contains extra information, this is not needed to complete the sentence. The subject and the verb that follow are not inferred. Okay, this one extra information. This one is necessary information. We need it. Okay, it's not really we need it, so that we don't infer it directly. Subject verb. In the classroom, I studied very hard. I studied very hard. I don't need it where I study in the classroom or what. Okay, but this one is very needed. Well, let's to exercise 16. Y number 1 is incorrect. Correct. Okay, look at this. In front of the house. Okay, this means that we verb first and the subject. But look at the subject. Traced. Okay, so the verb is right. Where we need it. There were some giants tree. Where is it? In front of the house. Number 2, there a big house is in the corner. So we need to infer this. If there's there, we have to put is first. There is a big house in the corner. That's why number 2 is incorrect. Number 3, in a cave. Okay, this one is place expression, directly verb, and this one is the subject. A first result of Jim and Trevor. So number 3 is correct. Number 4, to the north, the stream is that Settle will have to cross. To the north. Okay, so this one is place expressions. So we have to verb first and the subject. We have to change this one to be here, moved here. So number 4 is incorrect because we need to the north. Yeah, because we don't know where is it. Number 5, around the corner. Okay, the some place expression are. Okay, good. The officers. Okay, verb first and subject. This one place expression. This means that number 5 is correct. Number 6, nowhere in the word. Okay, the subject is verb. It's place expression. Okay, we need it this one. So we put can first and a farmer. Nowhere in the world can farmer grow such releases. So that's number 7 is incorrect. we have to put can here verb first and farmer. Well, continue. Number 8. In the backyard, the two trees. In the backyard, the two trees are needed to put. Where we need to put the trees in the backyard. So we have to import this one. We put our first and the two trees. So number 8 is incorrect. Number 9. Around the recreation hall and around. Okay, this one is subject. The path. Okay, are the things where we will be staying this week. The path are the things where we will be staying this week. Okay, so that in this situation 9, we do this around the direction hall and down the path are the things. Okay, it's already in verb are the things. Yeah, because it's the subject, is the verb. Look at this one is plural, this one is used are because the subject is plural. Number 10. In the apartment next to mine. Okay, in the apartment next to mine, a man and a woman were having a heat discussion. Okay. So that we have to infer because we need. It's not extra information, but it is necessary information because we need it. Haven't had a discussion. Where are they having discussion? So that we put our first. Where? No, a man and a woman. Okay, there are two because we use word. I think you understand in the situation. Try to focus on and try to practice over and over, and don't get fat to learn. Nice to meet you guys, and Assalamualaikum.